श्रीगणेशाय नमः। श्रीसरस्वत्यै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांशहस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यत् इति मे निश्चिता मतिः। So today we are beginning with the next part of the inquiry, that is Khyativada. Before we jump into what is Khyativada, what is the reason for understanding Khyativada, let's understand what we have seen in our earlier class. So Guru has started teaching the student and student is asking questions. Guru explained that the happiness which is experienced is apparent. It is relatively real. It is bhasamana. And how is it bhasamana? It is bhasamana because the happiness which I experience while experiencing sense objects, that happiness is nothing but the reflection of my own true self, Ananda Swarupa Atma, which reflects in the mind which has become steady, calm and composed while experiencing sense objects. The mind which has become calm and composed, steady while experiencing sense objects, in that mind, sense objects, Vishaya, in that mind, the reflection of Ananda Swarupa of Atma. Now let me add few clauses in earlier statement. Because the self, Atma, is always reflecting in vritti, in form of Chidabhasa. So the reflection of consciousness, reflection of Atma, our own true self, which is available in vritti, is called a Chidabhasa. But the Ananda Swarupatva, the happiness nature, happiness principle, that part is not clearly reflecting all the time. When is the clear reflection available? The clear, unperturbed reflection of that Ananda Swarupa is available when our mind becomes calm, steady, when there are no agitations in our mind. And those agitations are absent when we are in deep sleep, when we are in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, or when we are experiencing Vishaya sense objects. Therefore, happiness is not an innate nature of Vishayas, but it is coming from Ananda Swarupa Atma. Therefore, the happiness which I experience, that being reflection, it is relatively real. Okay, understood. Then, why do I experience this sorrowful samsara? I have understood by your explanation that in earlier explanation you have explained to me, this is what the student is asking. This samsara is not in me. Then, where does it exist? What is the reason for its existence? If it does not exist in me, it should exist somewhere else. For which the answer was given, it does not exist at all. It does not exist at all. What does not exist at all? The samsara. This sorrowful state is totally non-existent. It was never there. It can never be there. It is not there at all. So it was not there in all three periods of time, and it does not exist anywhere. Now I have a question, I have a doubt. If it does not exist at all, how can it be experienced? Because that which does not exist at all is never experienced, like son of a barren woman, sky flower, etc., or horns of a rabbit. They are non-existent and they are never experienced. And because this world, this samsara is experienced, it should have some kind of reality and it should be there. For which the answer is given, it is just an appearance, and that appearance is like a delusion. What kind of delusion? Like seeing a snake on a rope, or appearance of snake on a rope, or rope appearing as snake, just as rope appears as snake. In the same way, this Brahman, the ultimate reality, appears like this entire world, entire creation. To which question was raised by student, O Guru, O teacher, please explain to me what is the reason, what are the causes, why rope appears as snake, what is the process behind. I understand, and we have already seen what are the different causes, but what exactly happens? What are the real reasons because of which rope is cognized as snake? Rope is perceived as snake. Rope appears to be as snake. I have deliberately used different words because these are the words which we are going to use in our further analysis. Now, before we begin the inquiry, today's inquiry, let me first clarify that all this analysis is not at all necessary in terms of sadhana. Even without knowing all these technical terms, moksha can be gained. Moksha definitely can be gained. But why do we need to analyze this? The only reason being, this will make sure that we understand why the world, this samsara, is mithya, and how much importance should be given to all these experiences by me. Before we actually go into this text, let me introduce what is the topic which is going to be taken up. So this is called as Khyativada, Khyati Chatushtayam. There are, here author has said Khyati Chatushtayam because he is going to explain 4 Khyatis first and the 5th one later, which is standpoint of Advaita Vedanta. What is Khyati? Let's deal with this word first. Khyati. Khyati refers to cognition or perception or knowledge, depending on the reference or where it is coming, the topic. Collectively, or Khyati means pratiti, cognition, knowledge, jnana, or erroneous cognition, bhranti jnana. What it refers to as bhranti jnana also. These Khyati have been categorized, differentiated into 5 types. One is Akhyati, another one is Atmakhyati, other one is Asat Khyati, one is Anyatha Khyati, and the last one is Anirvachaniya Khyati. What is this exactly? Let me first tell you a small story. There was a group of 5 people who was walking down the road, and all of them experienced, cognized, perceived snake. But because they were all 5 of them, when they inquired, they saw it was not snake, but it was rope. So they continued further, they reached their destination, they had their meal, and they started discussing all the experiences, how they enjoyed that journey. And during that, the topic of that snake came up. Which snake? The snake that was appearing on the rope, or snake that appeared on the rope. And everybody had different explanation for Bhranti Jnana, erroneous cognition of snake on rope. Now, what everybody said, let's understand everybody's understanding, everybody's idea in 5 different sentences. And let's understand their names also. What are the 5 names that we have said? Asat Khyati, Akhyati, Atmakhyati, Anyatha Khyati, and Anirvachaniya Khyati. Khyati, Bhranti Jnana, erroneous cognition. Now let's understand word asat. Asataha, sarvatha shunyasya. Of asat, that which is sarvatha shunya, which is never there at all, absolutely non-existent. Khyati, erroneous cognition. So put that in a sentence. Erroneous cognition of that which is absolutely non-existent. Now this may sound crazy, but they have perfect explanation for this statement. So what is Asat Khyati? Asat Khyati is Khyati, erroneous cognition of Asataha, of absolutely non-existent entity. Snake, which is never there at all. Snake, which is never there at all, which does not exist at all, appeared on a rope, which also is non-existent. This is Shunyavada of Madhyamika Bauddha. Simple. That rope also is non-existent, and on that non-existent entity, non-existent snake appeared. That's it. Explanation is over. Another said, no, it's not like that. What is it? He said, Atmakhyati. Here word Atma does not refer to Atma in terms of Vedanta. Here Atma refers to Vijnana Buddhi. Atmani Vijnane Khyati. Atmani Vijnane Khyati. What is Vijnana? This is referring to Kshanika Vijnana. This is referring to Kshanika Vijnana. Khyati, erroneous cognition, where in Atma, in Kshanika Vijnana. So erroneous cognition of snake in buddhi vijnana which is kshanika. How does this happen? We will understand later. Let's move further. Atmakhyati is Atmani Vijnane. Then we come to Akhyati. Akhyati. Akhyati, Khyati, erroneous cognition, erroneous perception, erroneous knowledge. A refers to Vivekagraha, Viveka agraha. Aviveka janita, that which is born out of lack of discrimination. That which is born of lack of discrimination is akhyati. Khyati, erroneous cognition on account of lack of discrimination or absence of discrimination. That is referring to a khyati. Someone else said no, it's not like that. It's anyatha khyati. Anyatha khyati. अन्य गुणानाम अन्यत्र प्रतीति. अन्य गुणानाम अन्यत्र प्रतीतिः अन्यथा प्रतीतिः. What is अन्यथा ख्यातिः? अन्य गुणानाम अन्यत्र प्रतीतिः अन्यथा प्रतीतिः. ख्याति, erroneous cognition. अन्यथा, qualities or qualities of something else appearing somewhere else. Guna, qualities of something else appearing somewhere else. Attributes of an entity superimposed somewhere else. Attributes of something else superimposed somewhere else. That is anyatha. Appearing in some different form. And here appearance is referring to attributes. And the last one said, no, you can never explain. You can never explain exactly how it appeared, exactly what happened. This is what is anirvachaniya khyati. Nirvaktum ashakyatvat. It is impossible to explain. Was it this? No. Was it that? No. Was it real? No. Was it unreal? No. Was it both? No. Was it nothing? No. So, let's understand what are the detailed explanations for this. Akhyati. Madhyamika Bauddha, he says, snake appeared. There was erroneous cognition of snake. Which snake? The snake which does not exist at all. Where did it appear? On the rope which is totally non-existent. In the same way, This entire creation, which is Shunya, which is non-existent, totally absent, appeared on Brahman, appeared on not Brahman because they say Shunya, appeared on a locus which itself is non-existent. Therefore, everything is nothing but Shunya. This is Shunyavada. There is another who say Atmakhyati. This is another Buddha who is Kshanika Vijnanavada. What they say in their Siddhanta, they say there are three moments. One is Utpatti Kshana, one is Sthiti Kshana, and one is Nasha. The point of appearance, point of existence, and point of, or actually you can't say one second or moment. The moment of appearance, moment of birth, moment of existence, and moment of death. So appearance, existence, death. Appear, exist, death goes away. Appear, exists, go away. This is how is Vijnana Rupa Buddhi is there. And this alone is Atma. Moment by moment, it just flickers. Then why there is continuity? For they have the example of river. Just as the water which is flowing appears to be the same water. We never say this water is different. We say river water. Actually, the water which we had seen earlier has already gone away. Let's keep this explanation aside. Let's keep this idea aside. But what they say is simple. Snake appeared on the Kshanika Buddhi. That intellect alone appeared as snake. That intellect alone appeared as snake. There is no different snake at all. For which there is further another one. It is Anyatha Khyati. What is it? Anyatha. Appearing as something else. They say no. Actually, on rope, attributes of snake which has been seen earlier was superimposed. Snake which exists somewhere else, the attributes of that snake have been superimposed on this rope, and because of that, rope appeared as snake. That's why rope appeared as snake. There is another group that is saying Asat Khyati. Their explanation is very beautiful and very much relevant, but not complete. What they say is, no. What happened was, we saw rope. In reality, we actually saw rope, but because of darkness, because of agitations in our mind, because of the fear that we had in our mind, we superimposed snake on that rope. We superimposed snake on that rope. How did we superimpose? Because we remembered the snake which we have seen earlier. We remembered the snake which we have seen earlier. And now, the snake from our smriti, memory, was superimposed on the entity, that rope, which is existing in front of us. The memory was superimposed on something which is existent in front of us. Now, memory does not have its own existence. Rope, which is in front of us, does have its own existence. So, existence, sad ansha of rope and memory of snake came together and gave reality to that snake which is coming from memory, and we said this is snake. But all these explanations fail to answer some or the other question. And this is how author progresses while explaining what is Khyativad. He says, Khyati Chatushtayam. In commentary, author is saying, Rajju Sarpa Shukti Rajatadi Brahma Vishaye Mata Chatuштayam Shruyate. Tatra Shunyavadi Asat Khyatimaha Shanika Vijnanavadi Atma Khyatimachaste Nayyayika Vaisheshikascha Anyatha Khyatim Atishtante Sankhyaha Prabhakarascha Akyatim Vadanti. So, who propounds which idea he is saying? He says, for erroneous cognition, why does that erroneous cognition, erroneous appearance takes place? There are 4 different explanations of different thoughts, different schools of thoughts. Shunyavadi of Bauddha, they say it is Asat Khyati. Kshanika Vijnanavadi says it is Atma Khyati. Nayyayika, Vaisheshika, they say it is Anyatha Khyati. And Sankhya and Prabhakara is one school of thought in Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa. They say it is Akhyati. What are their explanations? Asat Khyati. Tatra asat khyatim angikuruvatam shunyavadinam eva ashayah. Rajjau tavat sarpaha atyantam asan. Tathaiva anyatrapi sarpaha atyantam asan eva. The snake which is appearing on rope is totally non-existent, as well as anywhere the snake which appears is also non-existent. The snake which is appearing on the rope is non-existent, accepted. But even otherwise, even if you see snake somewhere else, like on ant hill, somewhere on the road, somewhere in its resting place, there also the snake is totally non-existent. Why? In their understanding, in their school of thought, what they say is the world is non-existent at all. So, the appearance of snake also is non-existent, but the snake which you say as real is also non-existent. Therefore, there is erroneous cognition of something which is completely non-existent, totally not there. Okay. In that sense, if your explanation goes in this way, I have one question, I have one doubt. What's that? Simple. If snake which is totally non-existent appeared on rope, then similarly son of a barren woman, horns of rabbit, sky flower, they also are non-existent. Then they also should appear somewhere. But we don't see appearance of those objects or erroneous cognition of those objects at all. If the rule was that non-existent entity appearing on non-existent locus, then appearance of non-existent entities such as son of a barren woman, horns of a rabbit, etc. also should appear. They also should be erroneously cognized, but that doesn't seem to happen. Therefore, the explanation non-existent entity is appearing on rope which itself is non-existent fails to satisfy the problem, the conditions, the question. It fails to explain. Okay, so you think you are smarter than me, then please explain to me what is happening. Comes forward Kshanika Vijnanavadi. He says it is Atmakhyatihi. विज्ञानवादिनः अभिप्रायस्तु रज्जौ वा अन्यत्र वा बुद्धेः बहिः कुत्रचिदपि न सर्पः अस्ति. He says actually that snake which appeared was never there outside at all. The snake is not at all there outside of buddhi. Where is it? एवं सकल पदार्थाः अपि न बुद्धेः बहिः वर्तन्ते बुद्धिरेव सकल पदार्थानाम् आकारान् धत्ते सा च बुद्धि क्षणिक विज्ञान रूपा प्रतिक्षणम् उत्पत्ति विनाशशाली यद् विज्ञानं तदेव सर्पात्मना अवभासते. The buddhi which is momentary, that buddhi itself takes form of the entire world which appears to be outside. It always keeps on changing its form and it takes different forms, different shapes which are cognized and which we say they are existent. And there alone, in that buddhi alone, that buddhi takes form of that snake instead of rope. That's why we saw snake and not rope. Okay. If that is the case, Atma Kshanika Vijnana Rupa Buddhi Tasya Khyatihi Sphuranam Abhivadanancha Atma Khyatihi iti. So intellect itself, the buddhi itself appeared as Buddhi itself was erroneously cognized as snake. The Naiyayika Vaisheshika comes forward. No. Your explanation appears to be right, appears to be good, valid, but there is one problem. What is it? If that was the case, that snake was appearing or intellect took form of snake, then because your intellect buddhi is momentary, for next moment that snake should have gone away. That snake should have gone away. But the appearance of snake continues. Therefore, your explanation falls short of explaining why there was continued appearance of snake. Why there was continued appearance of snake on rope. So, अन्यथा ख्याति नैयायिक वैशेषिकाणां मतं. They say वल्मीकादौ पारमार्थिकसर्पः अस्ति. व्यवहितः अपि सः सर्पः चक्षुषा गृह्यते. चक्षुर्गतदोषबलात् व्यवहितः अपि सर्पः पुरतः चक्षुस्सन्निकृष्टः भाति. पारमार्थिकसर्पस्य चक्षुषश्च मध्ये कुड्यादिरूप व्यवधानासत्त्वेऽपि दोषसचिवचक्षुषा व्यवहितसर्पोऽपि गृह्यत एव. What they say is, the snake which is there on ant hill, etc., that snake is real. The knowledge of that snake also is real. But the knowledge of that real snake is superimposed on the rope which is in front of us. The knowledge of that real snake is superimposed on the rope which is in front of us. What has changed is the locus of that real knowledge. The locus of the knowledge of real entity has changed. The locus of knowledge of real entity has changed from snake to rope. Instead of seeing snake as snake, we are seeing rope as snake. So what caused this change in locus? They say it is because of netra dosha, chakshurgata dosha balat, on account of defect in our eyes, for which question has been raised by Navya Nayyayika. In Nayyayika there are two parts, or two different schools. One is Prachya and one is Navya. So what Navya Nayyayika says, Nanu दोष समवधानेन वस्तुनः सामर्थ्य हानिरेव दृश्यते न वृद्धि. We have a problem with this explanation. Okay, so snake which is somewhere else has appeared. The knowledge of real snake which is somewhere else has appeared or taken place on the rope which is in front of you. But in reality, in Vyavahara, what we have seen is, when there is defect in any instrument, the strength of that instrument weakens. It becomes incapable of performing optimal work. Optimal output is not possible with any instrument which is defective. And if such is the case, then how can you say that because of dosha, defect in our eyes, you are able to see snake which is somewhere else on the rope which is in front of you? You are able to see snake which is somewhere else. Now, please understand, these statements are very much critical. Snake, knowledge of snake which is somewhere else, that knowledge is real, that seeing is real, and that seeing has changed its location. So while standing here, I am seeing snake which is somewhere else. That's what Navya Nayyayika puts forth question. He says, in that case, किंच यदि वल्मीकस्थः सर्पः दोषसहितचक्षुषा गृह्यते तर्हि शुद्धनेत्रेण व्यवहितवस्तु प्रत्यक्षं न भवति, किन्तु दुष्टनेत्रेण एव इति वक्तव्यम्. Vyavahita, anything which is obstructed. Let's say there is a wall between me and snake which is there on an anthill. Without with my defect free eyes. With my defect free eyes, I am not able to see the snake which is there on anthill, Valmika. And you are trying to say that because of defect in somebody's eyes, he is able to see that snake and superimpose that snake on some different locus. How foolish does it sound? It is foolish. Okay, if you are smart, then please tell me what exactly is happening. If this is not the explanation, what is the explanation? He says, तथा ही दोष सहित चक्षुषा वल्मीकगतः सर्पः यदि दृश्येत तर्हि मध्यस्थ पदार्थानंतर दर्शनमपि आपद्यते. Now Navya Nayyayika is adding. He says, let's accept whatever that you have said. If that snake which is on that anthill appears somewhere else, then also the leaves, branches, that anthill, they also should appear somewhere else. But that's not happens to be seen. That is not seen at all. Do we see something happening in that way? No. So your explanation is falling short somewhere. Then what is it? They say is on account of defect in person's eyes. Navya Nayyayika accept that there is defect in that person's eyes. Because there is defect in somebody's eyes, they say that snake itself is appearing at that rope itself is appearing at something else. And what is that something else? That something else is nothing but snake. And in this way, anyatha khyati should be understood, not other way around. It is not that real snake is being seen on the rope which is in front of us. No, that rope itself is appearing as something else, anyatha pratitihi, that is snake. And why is that happening? Because rope has similarities with the qualities of snake, and that those qualities of snake are superimposed, attributed to the rope which is in front of us. And that's why now rope appeared as snake, for which akhyatimatam. Akhyati is of Prabhakara, Mimamsaka and Sankhya. They explain, तत्र अख्यातिवादिनः अयमाशयः असत्ख्यातिमतरीत्या यदि असदपि प्रतीयेत तर्हि वन्द्यापुत्र शशशृङ्गादयः अपि प्रतीयेरन्. Now these are all the objections and answer. Akhyatimata, again he is raising questions, doubts, and he is going to put forth his standpoint. He says, Asat Khyati, non-existent was to appear, then non-existent Vandhyaputra, son of barren woman, also will appear on something else, non-existent locus. If Kshanika Vijnanavad was to be accepted, then snake would have appeared just for a moment, and that when that moment goes away, appearance of snake should have gone away. But that doesn't happen. Therefore, we come to Anyatha Khyati. But in Anyatha Khyati also, what is the problem? He says, if the snake, or sorry, the rope was appearing just at something else, if the rope was appearing at something else, let me clarify my earlier statement. If rope was appearing as something else, and that is the explanation for rope appearing as snake, then rope would have appeared as mountain also. Rope would have appeared as mountain also. Now, why such explanation? Because there is different ways of explaining, different ways of understanding. If someone is interested, then he can refer to any sub commentaries on Adhyasa Bhashya, because origin of all these explanation for all later Acharya is in Adhyasa Bhashya. Where is it? That I will explain in the next class. But let's first see what is Akhyati. Akhyati, he says, if rope was appearing as something else, that is your explanation, then rope would have been seen as clouds also, mountain also. That is not the case. So, why does rope appears as snake? He says, what happened was, there was an entity, there was something on the ground. That's for sure. Our thoughts as though went out through our eyes, engulfed the object which was there on the ground, and came back. But what we understood is there is something. We did not see there is rope. Instead of rope, we just saw there is something. Something is there. That's alone what we understood initially. This was samanya jnana, knowledge in general sense, only vague knowledge. Further, that pratyaksha which was seen through our eyes was mixed with memory of snake. That was mixed with memory of snake, and we were not able to distinguish between what is memory part and what is real part. What is memory, what is being superimposed on account by memory, and what is being seen through our eyes. The distinction, the viveka was not there. The discrimination did not take place. Therefore, real essence or sat ansha, real ansha, the existent part of rope was taken, the memory part of snake was taken, and that snake from memory got mixed with the existence part of rope, and we said there is snake. There is from rope and snake is from memory. And because of the combination of these two, we said there is snake. This is what happened in superimposition of snake on the rope. For which now further explanation, questions will be raised, but all that we will see next time, and we will understand what is Anirvachaniya Khyati. Why is it important to understand Anirvachaniya Khyati? The reason being, only when we understand What exactly Anirvachaniya Khyati is, we will understand how easy Brahmajnana is. Now, this may seem intuitive or counterintuitive, but this is reality. Understand one thing. We give unnecessary reality to this world. At the same time, sometimes we do give unnecessary unreality to this world. For sadhana, the world has to be real. Otherwise, sadhana is not possible. Real as in relatively real. Let's say relatively real, but it should be there. We can never say that it is not there at all. At the same time, we should understand it is not there at all for the sake of vairagya and not being attached to it. How should we understand? How should we strengthen on what? On the basis of what knowledge this idea should be strengthened? That we will see next time. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om